This is your dedicated time to relax. Find a comfortable spot to sit or lie down. And as you do this, take some time. Take off your shoes, and if you're wearing a watch, take that off too. Feel free to loosen any tight clothing, whether it's your belt, maybe a tie, or perhaps even a button collar. And then feel free to position yourself as comfortably as you can. And now, having done all that, take a moment. Take a nice, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, think the word relax. With this technique, it's suggested that you have the ability to begin to make any part of your body feel very comfortable, merely by thinking it so. The mechanisms involve the movement of the flow of blood to any part of your body, whether it's your arms, hands, legs, or feet, maybe even your head, that you would like to feel more relaxed right now. I'd like you to take a moment to recognize an interesting state. The majority of your body's blood resides in your abdominal cavity and your GI tract. That's about 80%, and the remaining 20% is throughout your body. One way to feel more relaxed is to try and decrease muscle tension in your muscles and the periphery. Perhaps it's your arms or legs that tend to carry a lot of tension. In fact, muscle tension is the #1 symptom of stress. Your muscles are like sponges, and if you've ever held a dry sponge and tried to bend it, you know that it can begin to tear or break. But if you were to saturate a sponge with water, it becomes very pliable and easy to bend. In fact, a sponge, when it's saturated, becomes very relaxed. Allow your thoughts to be directed to your arms and hands, and allow the flow of blood to move from your body's core down into them to make those muscles feel more calm and relaxed. Think right now that by merely suggesting this to yourself, you have the ability to redirect the flow of blood to any part of your body that you wish. Now I'd like you to think to yourself you would like to move the flow of blood down into your arms and hands. And when you do this, you'll notice that your arms and hands begin to feel very warm and very heavy. And the warmth and heaviness come from the redistribution of the flow of blood down to these muscles to saturate them like you would saturate a sponge with water. And so think to yourself right now that you would like to send internally the blood from your body's core up into your shoulders and down into your arms and hands. And the mere thought about this will allow the blood vessels in the arms and hands to begin to dilate to receive more blood. And at the same time, the blood vessels in your body's core and the GI tract area will begin to constrict and actually force a shunting of blood from this area up into your shoulders and down into your arms and hands. Think to yourself, with each breath that you take and each beat of your heart, you'd like to have a sense of warmth. You get to take a nice, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, your arms and hands feel warm and heavy. And now with each breath that you take, with each beat of your heart, continue to allow the flow of blood to move from your body's core up into your shoulders and down into your arms and hands. Feel the sensation of warmth and heaviness. You may begin to feel as if your arms and hands are sinking down. If you're lying down or resting very heavily on your thighs and knees, you have support there. Think to yourself again, with each breath you take, with each beat of your heart, your arms and hands feel very warm and very heavy. Your palms will feel the most warmth as these contain the most receptors for temperature change. Feel this warmth increase throughout your entire arm and hands. Feel a sense of heaviness, very profound heaviness throughout your arms and hands. If you were to try to raise your arms up off the floor or off your lap up into the air, you would find this to be most difficult because right now, like sponges that are saturated with water, your arms and hands feel very comfortably relaxed and very content to stay right where they are in the moment. I'm going to ask you to try and raise your arms up. Because they just feel so comfortable where they are, you would prefer to let them stay right there. Go ahead now and try and raise your arms. You'll notice that they don't want to move. They want to stay right there, and that's all right. Take one very, very slow, deep breath, comfortably slow and comfortably deep. And as you do this, think to yourself, my arms and hands feel warm and heavy. And take one more slow, deep breath. In this time, as you think to yourself, allow the full blood to return back to the stomach from where it came. With each breath and with each beat of your heart, allow the flow of blood to return back to the stomach area from your arms and hands. And as you think this, at the mere suggestion, you will actually begin to feel a sense of dilation in the arteries of the GI tract area. Your stomach area will receive the blood that is being shunted from the arms and hands. With each breath that you take, each beat of your heart, continue to allow the flow of blood to move from the arms and hands back to the stomach area from where it came. And now take one more slow, deep breath, and this time, as you exhale, think to yourself now to try and really move all that blood back to where it came from, back to the abdominal area. And as you do this, you'll notice that little by little, with each breath, your arms and hands begin to feel more light and not quite so warm. Actually, the sensation of warmth tends to linger for a longer period of time, but you won't quite feel so heavy in your arms and hands. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to try to rotate your palms towards your waist and then out again. You'll have no problem doing this. Although your arms still feel a sense of heaviness, they feel nowhere near as heavy as before. Okay, good. And now take one more final slow, deep breath. In this time, as you exhale, think to yourself that you would like to return all the remaining blood that was brought down to your arms and hands and place it back in the stomach where it came from. Take one big, comfortable, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, think to yourself, all the blood is back down, and although your hands and arms feel lighter, they still have a sense of warmth about them. But you'll notice that these muscles feel very relaxed and very calm, and as a result, your whole body feels more relaxed and very calm. And the power of suggestion to control your whole body is very helpful to create a sense of relaxation. And at times when you feel that you are tense, or you are frustrated or nervous or stressed, and you want to create a sense of relaxation through your body to calm down, think to yourself, all you need to do is suggest to yourself to make either your arms or hands or legs warm and heavy. And this will begin to decrease the neural stimulation to those muscles. The muscles in your body become more relaxed. And you think to yourself that although you feel more relaxed, you feel very calm, very peaceful. Make yourself aware of your surroundings. You don't feel tired or sleepy. You don't feel fatigued at all. Actually, you feel very energized. Now, feel energized as you think that to yourself. Make yourself aware of your surroundings. Think about the room that you're in. Think about the time of day. Perhaps what you're going to do when this relaxation is over. When you feel ready, you can begin to open up your eyes to a soft gaze in front of you. Now, because your arms or hands feel much lighter than before, you can begin to stretch your arms and shoulders. Bring yourself back to a full awareness of your environment.